going hot.
GT and the J-Town Press went hot.
GT and the J-Town Press went hot. GT and the J-Town Press went hot.
Today's video takes us to Talbot County, Georgia, with a stop at the school board, where RustyBoy was arrested, and now he wants to file a $250,000 federal lawsuit. Oh, RustyBoy, you could buy a lot of Taco Bell with that money, huh, baby boy? So sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy, RustyBoy!
T1 and myself are in contact with the subject.
Subject? Who's in trouble?
You are. What are you doing?
I'm in trouble?
What are you doing?
Doing a story on the Talbot County school system.
Give me your ID or you go to jail. Give me the camera, I'm going to put you in jail for obstruction. He was making the employees uncomfortable. That's disorderly conduct. You haven't committed a crime, but you shook some people up. Okay, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
And just like that, RustyBoy got arrested. Now, apparently, he's found a federal lawsuit on everybody that was there that day. Let's listen in as he cries all about it, shall we?
GT's going hot with an updated story out of Talbot County, Georgia. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to include smashing that notification bell right quick, fast, and in a hurry. A lawsuit has been filed against the Talbot County Sheriff Bobby Gates Jr., Investigator Richard Kurt Owsley, Joy Andrews, and Jane Doe 1, who is the Chief Deputy of the Talbot County Sheriff's Office. Other members that took part in this event could be added as defendants in the future. From allegations of civil rights violations, conspiracy to violate rights, false arrests, no medical staff at the jail, and sworn deputies not reported to Georgia Post properly, we are asking the state of Georgia to investigate this jail and Board of Education for what has been uncovered.
Now, RustyBoy claims there was no medical staff on duty at the jail. What's wrong, RustyBoy? Did you have some indigestion from that big Taco Bell meal you had before you went on a quest for truth, justice, and the American way under the First Amendment of our great Constitution of the United States of America? Is that what it was, boy? Speak up! Speak up!
A few weeks before the events unfolded on May 8, 2025, GT was active on a Talbot County Facebook page, where the Talbot County citizens expressed concern about the Talbot County Board of Education. I was reached out to by members of Talbot County that there were problems with the Talbot County Board of Education. Needless to say, it appears they were correct. I was sent a video of an elderly lady, Mrs. Huff, which she was criminally trespassed from a public meeting by the Board of Education.
Oh, so all of a sudden RustyBoy here is Captain Save-A-Ho. He feels like he has to stick up for the underserved people in America. Well, that's good for you, boy. Yeah, carry on now.
Still to this day, the trespass warning stands and Mrs. Huff can't attend these public meetings. I reached out to the sheriff, the Board of Education, and the Board of Education. However, no one could provide an explanation as to why Miss Huff was criminally trespassed in the first place. Fast forward to around May 6th, 2025. I set up a time and location to meet with some of the concerned citizens of Talbot County so they could tell me their story. Their story about what is happening in the Talbot County Board of Education. It was decided that I would meet them on May 8th at the public library in Talbotton, Georgia. On May 7th, 2025, I called the Talbot County School Board of Education and spoke with Joy Andrews. Miss Andrews stated that I could come up to the Board of Education and speak with her one-on-one.
Now, RustyBoy, did you identify yourself as an investigative journalist? Did you do that? I don't know if you did that or not. Did you tell the lady you're there under the First Amendment free press? Did you tell her that? Did you happen to call anyone garbage while you were there? I see.
We are conducting an investigation now.
Yes, sir.
The radio did say he was making the employees uncomfortable. That's disorderly conduct. This is an investigation.
Okay. If I'm gonna be trespassed, I'll get up out of here. If I'm gonna be trespassed, I'll just get up out of here. I'll leave.
You were asked to leave earlier.
No, I
You
wasn't.
refused.
I wasn't asked to leave.
It's not what radio dispatch told you.
No one asked me I had to leave.
Just hang
Ask him to
tight.
leave, baby. Would you please leave?
Yes, I'll leave. Can I leave?
Okay.
Let him run your information
This
first, make
is
sure
it.
you're
My
clear.
investigator is still running your information.
Okay.
But he needs to be outside. He don't need, they done asked him to leave. He need to come out here.
PO number 059-826-036, Georgia.
I'm gonna let you hold your camera so it look expensive.
That was very expensive, sir.
I don't know why these people can't tell that Rusty Boy here is an investigative journalist. He got a real expensive camera, a tripod, a case, and everything. I mean, he looks like a professional investigative journalist, doesn't he? Of course he does.
Talbot County Board of Education
You're allowed to video all you want, sir.
in Talbot County, Georgia. I've been detained by law enforcement for working on a story at the Talbot County Sheriff's or the Talbot County School System. If I'm arrested, I'm at Talbot County, Georgia, at the Talbot County Jail. 3 police officers and an investigator. I've been ordered to surrender my ID or I go to jail with no crime being committed.
Where's your wifey, Marky Boy, at today? Why isn't he with you? I bet you wouldn't have got arrested if Marky Boy had been with you. Marky Boy put up a fight. You know, get off my stuff! Get off my stuff! I like when Marky Boy says that.
That's 10-4, thank you. Major, no active warrants, he's 10-4.
Okay. Now, if you want to charge him with disorderly conduct after they done asked him to leave.
Well, she asked me to leave now, so I was going to leave. I wasn't asked to leave until right now. So if she asked me to leave, I'll leave. If y'all want to, I guess, charge me with a crime, then we'll take it to the federal court then. Hey guys, I may be getting arrested in Talbot County.
Yeah, like the time your wifey, Marky Boy, got arrested. Oh, you remember that, good people? Yeah, Marky Boy says, what happens if I don't leave? And he got arrested. And what happened to Rusty? He stood there with his hands folded. He says, am I under arrest? Can I go? Can I go? Then they took his cameras. Man, that was a good day. You upholded the First Amendment real good, Rusty Boy.
Listen to me. You're not being arrested. You haven't committed a crime, but you shook some people up. She's right. I could go disorderly conduct. I'm going to go talk with the person who called and complained about your suspicious activity that made people nervous. It is a school. We have children here.
It's the Board of Education, sir.
We have children here. We're going to protect children first. I'll step on toes over the safety of a child. Do you understand?
So you'll violate the people's rights to...
That's not violating the people's rights. That's protecting the lives of children. It is Board of Education. You're right, but there are children here.
Board of Education.
All right, here's your ID back.
I got tons of eyes on you now.
Just hang tight. I'll be right back.
Am I still detained?
Yes, and these three are going to watch you while I go inside and talk to the person who called and complained.
But you said I haven't committed a crime. Why would I be detained if I haven't committed a crime?
Until I conduct and conclude my investigation, you are detained. You will be detained for a reasonable amount of time until I get to the bottom of this. Please, sir. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Talbot County Sheriff.
Well, now, good people, I've never been detained, and I'm sure you haven't either. As of 95% of Americans that haven't been detained. That's because we follow the law. We're not lawbreakers. Of course, we just want to peacefully exist in public with our camera and some Taco Bell tacos. Now, what could be better than that?
A few moments later.
Okay. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
All right, I'm under arrest. I'm going to jail to the Talbot County.
Someone secured his camera and his phone.
Well, can I keep it in my pocket and take it with me? Because I'm going to need to get phone numbers out of here.
You can leave it on record if you like, sir.
Okay. I'm being arrested. I'm going to Talbot County Jail. Can you cuff me in the front? I got a bad shoulder.
You're kind of a big fella, and you haven't been physically disruptive.
No, I'm not, man. I'm very
peaceful. Put your hands up front like you're praying. Can you put your phone in your pocket or secure it somehow?
Can I hold it like this? Is that okay?
Whatever.
And just like all the other journalists before him, Rusty Boy's under arrest, and what's he worried about? He has to get the story on video for all his followers. Yeah, boy. I never heard of anything so stupid in my life. You know, there's a million other things to be worried about besides your precious little video.
You're being arrested for disorderly conduct. I've got several witnesses. You shook them up. You disrupted their work.
Okay.
It is a public building, but you disrupted citizens. You disrupted their work.
Okay.
I have 2 females that said they were scared.
Okay.
That undergrounds of disorderly conduct.
Okay. A misdemeanor or a felony?
Misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. So I'll be able to bond out?
Absolutely.
Okay. No worries.
Approximately a week or so following my arrest, Richard Owsley was speaking with another news outlet, ennnnnnjoy. Owsley provided key details about the case and stated some of the reasons why he arrested me. Some of these reasons may be disturbing.
But dude, if you saw what I looking into his eyes, you ever spoke to a human being that was polite to you, but you look in their eyes and it's like, something's up here. You may exercise your First Amendment rights until you commit a crime.
Well, the real crime here is that Rusty doesn't want to look for a job. He'd rather be a so-called journalist, a freedom fighter of our First Amendment. I tell you what, man, we already enjoy First Amendment freedom here in America. We don't need some yahoo like you to fight for it. Why don't you go back to work, man? Can't you get another PI license? Why don't you move to Florida, get a PI license there, and then you can move in with, well, you know who. I don't have to say.
After sitting in the Talbot County Jail, Owsley returns with a warrant secured and the charge changed to loitering. Magistrate Judge Powell signed an arrest warrant against me for exercising my rights to free press in Talbot County, Georgia. There has now been a lawsuit filed against the defendants for what they've done to me. The lawsuit alleges First and Fourth Amendment rights violations, conspiracy in general, interference with civil rights, and violations against the sheriff for the jail conditions and not properly reporting the deputies to Georgia Post. I look to accomplish mainly constitutional training so that this doesn't happen to anybody else ever again in that county. I look to accomplish the sheriff being ordered to fix his jail and add some form of medical staff.
Now, Rusty Boy, you haven't told us why you needed medical attention. You haven't told us. Did you need a bromo seltzer? Is that what it was? I mean, were you constipated? I mean, what's the story, dude? We inquiring minds got to know these things, boy.
I look to accomplish that the sheriff be ordered to report the information of the sworn deputies to Georgia Post and punitive damages. A huge relief that is being sought is that 25% of any financial award awarded by the court to be paid by the defendants themselves, either through their pensions or personal funds. This will take away some of the burdens from the taxpayers having to fund their nonsense. I will keep everyone updated as practical during the course of this suit.
Well, there you have it, good people. Another federal lawsuit to clog up our already crowded courts. It's just pitiful. You throw away those $405, and what's he trying to get? $250,000. Woo! That'll buy a lot of Taco Bell, won't it? We'll keep you informed on what happens here. But if you want some more foolishness, I got Lana and I got Rusty. Or is that Marky? It doesn't matter. 5 minutes of foolishness headed your way. Roll that clip.
If I don't leave right now, what's going to happen?
You'll be arrested for obstructing governmental operations.
I don't leave, what's going to happen? You'll be arrested. So what happens now? You gotta go. Okay. So what happens if I don't?
So are we arrested if I don't leave? Is that from this office or the courthouse? Or that courthouse?
So if I don't leave, what's going to happen? I'll arrest you. Oh, so I'll be arrested if I don't leave. So you're going to arrest me if I don't leave?
It's second-degree misdemeanor.
Okay, so if I don't leave, I'm arrested.
That's right.
So if I don't leave right now, I'll go to jail. Under threat of arrest, I'll leave. But only under threat of arrest, I'll leave. So if I don't identify myself, what's going to happen?
Are you going to give us your name and date?
So if I don't, what's going to happen?
I'm going to put you in jail.
You'll put me in jail. So if you tell me I will arrest you if you don't leave, I'll be happy to leave. So if I don't leave right now, I'll be arrested. Okay. If we don't leave, what's going to happen?
You're going to get arrested for trespass.
So you'll arrest me for trespass if I don't leave? Okay. I'll leave under threat of arrest.
Okay.
You don't need to identify me. I left, sir. No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
So if I don't, what's going to happen? If I don't leave, what's going to happen?
You're going to go to jail.
She kicked me in the nuts.
What are you doing? Why are you grabbing me like this? Holy shit. You're going to step on my feet?
I will arrest you for criminal trespass.
What the hell are you doing? Okay. I would like to go in, sir.
Can I come in?
Who are you with?
Who am I with? I'm with myself. You smell like alcohol. Are you been drinking, sir? Get off of me, sir. Get off. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained.
Okay. Is this how you treat your wife?
People, hey,
don't do that.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
What is your name?
Betsy.
Betsy what?
Ross.
Get off my stuff!
Outside, ma'am. I need you to go outside.
You're squeezing my arm.
Okay, I need you to go outside.
Ma'am, you need to get out of my face.
So if I don't identify myself, what's going to happen? If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
What's your name, sir? You don't have a name?
What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Sir, what? Okay.
Outside with the camera.
Okay. Can you stop, sir? You're stepping on my feet now? If I don't leave right now, what's going to happen? Why are you grabbing me like this? Let me go.
Let go of my stuff! I would like to go into a public...
These people, you're ridiculous.
Stand over here.
Sir.
I would like to go in here. Is he a sergeant right here? Look,
Hey, I'm Sergeant Neary. How you doing?
I would like to go into a public building, sir.
Negative.
But why are you touching me?
Well, because he's keeping you out of the building.
I would like to go in. What, are you refusing access?
Absolutely.
For what
If
reason?
you're going to record, absolutely.
What's your name?
What's your name, sir?
What's your name?
Sergeant Neary, 6545.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
5816.
All right, but what's the reason?
What's the reason why we can't record in
Did you
here?
not swear
Not
to
that
the
possible.
Constitution? Is Manatee
I'm not
County
going to
not
argue
respect
with
the
you.
U.S.
We're gonna file complaints on these. That's it. We are.
But you are not allowed to film.
You're infringing on our rights.
Or any of the
This is not a
buildings.
courthouse. He's already said
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sir, what the hell? Wow, getting physical, huh?
What are you doing,
I bet
sir?
You beat your wife, huh?
What are you doing, sir?
Are you done?
The blue line typically.
What are you doing? I'm trying to conduct.
You're not allowed to.
What law is that? What law is that? State the law on that.
I would like to. Sir, what the hell?
Lana was just manhandled twice.
GT and the J-Town Press went hot. GT and the J-Town Press went hot. GT and the J-Town Press went hot. GT went hot. GT went hot. Georgia transparency is hot. Georgia transparency is hot. Georgia transparency is going hot again. Transparency is going hot at the United States Post Office. Georgia transparency is going hot. Georgia transparency is going hot. GT's going hot. GT's going hot. GT went hot. GT and the J-Town Press went hot. GT 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 and the J-Town Press went hot. GT and the J-Town Press went hot. Georgia transparency went hot. GT went hot. GT went hot. GT and North Georgia Audit went hot. GT and the North Georgia Audit went hot. GT went hot. Georgia transparency is going hot. Georgia transparency along with the J-Town Press went hot. GT's going hot.